Good morning children. Welcome to the online class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. I am Vijay Lakshmi, your maths teacher. So children, I hope you all remember what we have learned in the previous class. That was about fractions, isn't it? I hope you have learned and practiced the lesson again and again and used it in your daily life also. So, we are going to learn another new lesson which is connected with fractions. So, let us see and go through the new lesson today. Okay? So, I hope you are ready. Before starting, look at this following video.
Oh, God, Snail. That was a lot of shopping.
Yes, ma'am. We shop till we drop.
Snail, just check the bill. I hope I don't drop seeing the amount.
It reads 1,500.75. Now what does that 0.75 mean?
Well, Snail, it's read as 0.75. And the point is a decimal.
Now what is a decimal, Miss Marks?
That's exactly what we'll learn today, Snail.
So children, let us learn about decimal numbers today in this class. Now children, do you see the fractions over here? Yes. The first fraction is 3 by 10. The second fraction is 5 by 10. And the third fraction is 1 by 10. Do you see anything common in it? Yes, you can see that all the denominators are 10. So, we can say that a fraction whose denominator is 10 or a multiple of 10 are called decimal fractions. What are they called? Decimal fractions. A fraction that has 10 or multiples of 10 in the denominator are called decimal fractions. So children, now look at the fraction over here. Yes, what can you say? How many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 parts. And how many are shaded? 1 part. So the fraction is 1 by 10 and so it is a decimal fraction because the new denominator is 10. So this fraction can be written in a different way. Let us see how we can write it. It is written as, okay, and how do we read it? I will tell you. So it is read as 0.1 and this point is called the decimal point. And such numbers are called decimal numbers. What are they called? Decimal numbers. So a decimal fraction can be written as a decimal number. Okay children? So let us see how to write different fractions in decimal form. Okay? Now 7 by 10. 7 by 10 can be written as 0.7. So did you get it children? Okay. Now what is 4 by 10? Yes, 0.4. Okay. So such numbers are called decimal numbers and the point here is called a decimal point. Now children, look at the fractions over here. Let us write the fractions. This is 10 by 10 which is equal to 1 and this is also 10 by 10 which is equal to 1 and this is 3 by 10. So we have two whole parts and one fractional part. So we can write this as a mixed fraction 2, 3 by 10. Now we know that 3 by 10 is a decimal fraction because it has 10 in the denominator. So 3 by 10 can be written as 0.3, isn't it? So together we can write this fraction in the decimal form as 2.3. That means there are 2 whole parts and 1 fraction part. Okay. Now this is a decimal form of the fraction 2 3/10. Let us do some more examples. Consider the mixed fraction 5 2/10. Now we have to write this as a decimal number. Let us first write the whole number 5. Now 2/10 is equal to 0.2. So the decimal number is 5.2. Next, let us consider the mixed fraction 12 7/10. To change it into a decimal number, first let us write the whole number part, that is 12. And next, 7/10 is equal to 0.7. So the decimal number is 12.7. Parts of a decimal number. A decimal number has 2 parts separated by a decimal point. Let us consider the example 2.3. Here, the number 2 is the whole number part, the point is the decimal point, and 3 is the decimal part. Now look at the decimal number 0.7. Here, the whole number part is 0 and the decimal part is 7. Place value chart of a decimal number. Look at the place value chart here. The number after the point represents the decimal part of the number, and to the left of the decimal point represents the whole part. Let us consider the number 4.5. Here 4 is the whole part and it is written in the ones column, and 5 is the decimal part. It is written after the decimal point. So the place value of a digit in the tens column is 1/10 of the place value of the digit in the ones column. Now let us fill up the place value chart shown here. The first number is 0.5. Here the whole part is 0. That means 0 ones and 5 tenths. Next number is 2.8. That means there are 2 ones and 8 tenths. The next number 15.6. So the whole number part is 15 and there are 1 tenths and 5 ones in it. And there are 6 tenths. That is the decimal part. Next is 31.4. Here 31 is the whole part, and so there are 3 tenths and 1 ones and 4 tenths in it. Okay children, so I think you have learned what is a decimal number and what are the parts of a decimal number, the place value chart of a decimal number, and how to read a decimal number. Okay, so that's it children. Go through the YouTube video, write down the notes and do the text exercises without fail. Okay, and send me the answers through your Gmail ID. See you again in the next class. Until then, goodbye.